Gorgar Speaks MPU and driver board sent to me for bulletproofing and updating. And so let me go through what I did to it. First of all the headers, all those .156 headers all the way around, all replaced on both the MPU and on the driver board. The 40-pin interconnect here, both male and female, replaced. I've added a blanking indication with a yellow LED. When that LED is on, that means the blanking is in its normal state, and that's good. Replaced the 5-volt filter cap here and on the MPU board. Tested all the sockets. They all still have good tensile strength, so they're good to go. There really wasn't too much wrong with this board pair, but let's boot her up and see what happens. So we got a normal boot, alternating between the last game score and the high score to date. Lamp matrix is operating normally, and the only coil that's on right now is the coin lockout coil. So let's put it into test and display test. We can see that that is operating normally. And the next test is lamp test, I believe. Got this very bright lamp matrix tester from Hans at Siegecraft. It's a nice little tester, very portable. I like it. The next test is coil test. And we'll go through each of the first 18 coils and then the 6 special solenoids. When it comes to the coin door lockout, it'll turn that LED off. And now it's into the special solenoids. All right, now I'm going to use a ground wire to rake the special solenoids connection input, and you'll see each of those fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are all working properly also. And the next test is switch test. And for this test, I use my Pinitech switch matrix tester. I'm going to go through everything on, I'm going to go through all of column 1, I mean. So that's all of column 1. And now I'm going to go across on row 1. And the last switch on Gorgar is switch 44, and there it is. The game does not report any switch higher than 44. That's just part of the software. And so now we're back into audits and adjustments. So on System 11 games, you can cycle through those and it'll reboot. But this game requires a power cycle. So we're booted up again. Everything working properly again. And this board set is good to go. I thank you so much for sending it, along with the power supply and the sound and speech board. In about a week or so, Gorgar will be ready to speak again. Thanks again. Williams System 6 and 7, known as the square soundboard, and the speech board attached to it. This one's from a Gorgar. So I'm going to boot it up, and we're going to go through the test sounds, and I'm going to ground some individual pins. I don't know if you could hear that, but at boot up there's always a buzz, and then as soon as the CPU gets control of the amplifier, that buzz goes away. So here I'm going to start grounding some pins, and you'll hear individual sounds. Some pins don't make any sound. That's normal. There's only 5 sound select inputs. That's an odd one. And of course, if I had the capability here, we could do some of these in combination and come up with some different sounds, but this is what we get for do the individual sounds. And again, these are Gorgar ROMs, or it's Sound ROM 2, which is in Gorgar. and it'll just keep going until you power off. That voice is the sound that startled many of arcade operators back in the day. Thank you so much for sending it.